Hey YouTube, Guy Webbs here, back with my first review using my new editing software, and today's review will be on the oldie but a goodie, the ultra rare Mezco 112 Collective Batman Sovereign Knight ONYX Edition.
I've seen you go through similar phases in 2016 and 2012 and 2008 and 2005 and 1997 and 1995 and 1992 and 1989 and that weird one in 1966.
Batman starts off with 4 pairs of interchangeable hands with a bonus single right hand option. So besides the fist already on the figure, we have a pair of open hands, trigger finger hands, basic gripping hands, batarang gripping hands, and a single right hand with a kryptonite knuckle on it to fight Superman.
Don't worry about it, Doug. I'm not here to throw down or anything.
No, I would crush you.
Batman's arsenal kicks off with a pair of 12 miniature batarangs, all of which are very small and easy to lose if you're not careful, so I just keep them in a little plastic tray here when it's not in use, but they're all very nicely sculpted and painted in the silver color, and they can fit very well in his gripping hands and open hands, as you will see in the pictures towards the end of this review later.
Pow! Wham! Kazap! First try!
Batman also includes a single large batarang accessory, this time in black with very nice textured gold accents, and can also fit in his batarang gripping hand.
I'm here to see your butt.
You missed me!
No, I did not!
You can't have Batman without his grapple gun. The gun itself is cast in this glossy black with accents of gold and includes 2 types of hook attachments, one with just the hook and another hook that's been shot out with a string attached. Batman also includes what appears to be a sonic disruptor gun, cast in glossy black with accents of gold like the grapple gun, and the honeycomb pattern disc in front can be detached and pegged into the side of the gun as well. Batman includes this interesting looking bat drone, which I assume is for spying on bad guys. It resembles a robotic glossy black bat with accents of gold with red eyes as well as turbine fans on its wings, which can be articulated via little ball joints where it connects to its body. While it does look nice, there really is no option to suspend this in the air to simulate flight, so I do wish this had a stand of its own so you can get some really neat poses with Batman and the Bat Drone. Now taking a look at his various interchangeable heads, starting with the default long-eared cowl, which is very Michael Keaton inspired with the long ears and the angular scowl sculpted in the forehead/brow area, and the solid white eyes are painted very clean. All the heads are cast in the glossy black color to go with the ONYX motif, much like the rest of the suit, and they are very nicely sculpted and easy to pop on and off. The second head sculpt is a short-eared cowl, which does look good. You can see the ears are noticeably shorter, the whites of the eyes are slightly squinted, and the face has a noticeable frown. While I do like the short ears Batman, I'm not necessarily feeling this one, as I feel the slight growling expression looks a little bit awkward, and I just wish this had a basic stern expression instead. Going back to long ears with the third head is the battle damage cowl. Once again, this head is cast in the glossy black ONYX motif, but now with sculpted in scratch marks in silver, possibly from fighting either Catwoman, Man-Bat, or Killer Croc. This head also features a busted lip and a bloodshot right eye, which I love the attention to detail on this head, and this is definitely my favorite of all the heads. And finally, in the way of interchangeable heads, is an unmasked Bruce Wayne head, looking to be the same general mold as the Ascending Knight Bruce Wayne unmasked head, but now with different paints such as 5 o'clock shadow and slightly graying temples to show age and progression. It resembles a generic comic style Bruce Wayne with characteristics of Michael Keaton, Ben Affleck, and Batman the Animated Series in some ways.
I also have huge pecs and a 9-pack. Yeah, I've got an extra ab.
Batman starts off stunning with a sleek, glossy, all-black suit with the classic yellow oval bat emblem, looking very much reminiscent of the Michael Keaton era bat suits from the Tim Burton movies.
I'm more of a Keaton guy myself.
Lights out! Now you want to get nuts? Come on! Let's get nuts.
The suit is a stretchy black tight suit with segmented glossy black overlay pieces to simulate armor or padding, which looks quite cool.
I used to wear tights. lights. Ask Adam West.
If anybody has black parts, I need them, okay? I only work in black. And sometimes very, very dark gray.
The monochrome all-black suit is broken up with the classic yellow oval bat emblem, which up close is actually sculpted with some Kevlar-like textures, as well as the utility belt in gold this time as opposed to the bright yellow like the emblem, which may bother some people, but it doesn't actually bother me that much. On the other hand, I also like how the gloss is carried over into the gauntlets and the boots. The cape is the standard Mezco Batman cape that has a leather cover on the outside and just basic cloth on the inside. The leather cover on the outside is made shiny black to go with the rest of the figure, and it has a really impressive wide wingspan to which the cape can drape over Batman very well. Articulation starts with the typical double ball-pegged head, which lets you rotate the head left and right, as well as up and down and any other direction you want it to. Additionally, there's a little bit of wiggle or play at the neck joint and the base of the cowl where you can move and rotate it around a little bit. There is a diaphragm joint which appears to be on the basic ball joint, which has some side to side and crunching as well as left to right pivot. There is also a waist joint that affords the same amount of movement as the diaphragm. With both joints combined, forward movement isn't the greatest, but backwards movement is a little bit better. Shoulders are on basic pin in socket joints connected to the torso, which allows this much outwards movement as well as some forward and backwards movement. There is also a little bit of a butterfly or armpit joint, as well as bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and simple pegged ball jointed wrists. Hip joints appear to be connected to large ball sockets, which allow for lots of outward movement as well as basic forward and backward movement. There is a thigh swivel as well as double jointed knees. There is a little bit of shin swivel at the top of the boot, and lastly the ankles are on basic ball pegs, which allow for up, down, swivel side to side, and unfortunately it has fairly weak ankle pivot. Overall, I do highly recommend the Mezco 112 Collective Batman Sovereign Knight ONYX edition to any and all Batman fans. If you're a fan of the Mezco figures, you're into soft goods on action figures, if Batman is one of your favorite characters, or if you're a sucker for the classic Michael Keaton styled all-black batsuit with the oval emblem, then I highly recommend this version. It is worth every penny, and you will definitely be very happy to have it in your collection. You get a ton of great accessories, the suit looks really nice with the striking glossy black parts, and most importantly, the articulation doesn't seem too hindered at all, which is what I always love about Mezco figures in general. The only few flaws is that the ankle pivot is quite weak on this figure. This seems to be a common issue with Mezco figures in general. Another issue is I wish there was a way to display the Bat Drone accessory in flight with a dedicated stand, cause as is the accessory is useless unless you come up with creative ways to display it. And a minor issue I have personally is I wish the short-eared head sculpt has just a basic stern expression like the standard head, cause I personally feel the slightly exposed teeth looks a little bit awkward, but other than those few issues I still really love this figure and it is so much fun to mess around with. In the way of price, unfortunately, the Mezco 112 Collective Batman Sovereign Knight ONYX edition is very rare and expensive, coming in at an upwards of $250 to $300. It is a Mezco Direct exclusive and has long since sold out. If you want a Sovereign Knight and you can't afford this version and you don't really care which version you get, I would recommend either the PX exclusive blue and gray version or just the regular black and gray version. They're both great figures as well. But if you have the money and you want this specific look for Batman, I highly recommend this version. It's just a matter of preference. With that said guys, that is it for my review. Hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a thumbs up. If you want to support the channel and want to see more content coming, be sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And until next time guys, I'll catch you guys later. Guy Webb signing out. Bye!
I also answer to Batman.